lower you guys down a little bit here. We sail through endless sky. Stars shine like eyes. The black night side. Yeah, something like that. I've been working on that. And then I forget, I realized the other day I don't actually know the lyrics to that song. I listened to it so many times in high school, you know? And the other day I was like, I realized it fits on this E minor. Well, it's an A, but the draw chord is tuned to an E minor. I said, you know, it's kind of like your brain compartmentalizes certain keys because as soon as I made this, well, I didn't create it. It was Hakan N's concept that I put into action here. But as soon as I made this, it's like I said a few videos ago, I had all of these songs that just perfectly fit into that tuning. That E minor to A, there's just endless possibilities, and you don't even really need the A that much, although it's nice to have. But really, it's really just about that E minor, and it's also kind of nice on the 3 draw because, man, I just struggle so much to hit those 3 draw bends. It's really difficult for me. So, but yeah, I downloaded the lyrics, and while I didn't know the full lyrics, the lyrics perfectly represent what I envisioned for the song, which is just kind of this space odyssey, super chill type of thing. That was off the first, no, that was off like the Paranoid album, Black Sabbath 1970. The moon in silver gleam pours down and beams, light of the night. I have the lyrics here somewhere. Let me get them because I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But yeah, it was just such a trip. You know, a lot of times you go back and you realize, you know, I spent my youth listening to this band and I don't know anything about them. The same thing happened to me with Led Zeppelin, believe it or not. I used to love Led Zeppelin, man. I used to listen to Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4, little bit of Physical Graffiti, really just Kashmir. And at some point when I was an adult, I realized I don't actually know a single thing about Led Zeppelin. I thought they were American. I really did. And I know some of you guys are laughing, but I really just listened to the music for like 10 years. And I never even once thought these guys might be British. Where are these influences? Didn't even enter my mind. I just was like, yep, Led Zeppelin, good hard rock band from the 70s. I like it. And then you actually look into it. And even recently, I heard that really famous Led Zeppelin book that Stephen Davis did, and they just keep adding chapters to it at the end as time goes by. Stephen Davis, very good, by the way. He did the Jim Morrison book, which I think is a fantastic read. I actually want to reread that one. That's a really good book. And you know, they say not all of this stuff is necessarily true. Well, it's kind of hard to corroborate, you know, when it's been so many years. So yeah, working on Planet Caravan. While down below the trees, bathed in cool breeze, silver starlight. I mean, come on, those are great fucking lyrics. While down below the tree, bathed in cool breeze, silver starlight. See, I need an echo. I need a microphone with an echo on it for that song. And I'm trying to think what else. Well, of course, there's what is that? Riders on the Storm. Anyway, trying trying to think what else. Oh, fuck. Another one I've been working on. I've been working on this one for a year or two at least. This is Looking for My Woman by Blind Boy Fuller. And I was actually amazed that I hadn't recorded this because in my head I already knew exactly what to play. So it's clear to me that at some point in time I had worked on a version of this, but my baby packed a suitcase and she started to the train. She's a married woman, but I love her just the same. That's really the hardest lick to hit. This thing here. To hit it without having that reed snap on the, to have it, I don't know. They really should. I know they do it on the low harps that they kind of extend that bottom. Let's see if I can show you guys here. Oh my god. I can already tell I'm going to start knocking stuff over in about 20 minutes. This is a fantastic cover plate design. I think it was actually Joe Falisco that did this. Not 100%. But he did a fantastic job. You can just see it kind of gets fat there on the bottom so that you don't have that issue. I don't know. It's cool. It's a great design. I just got my second one of these. And anytime I buy a harmonica this expensive is a terrible financial decision for me to make. It's the kind of thing where at the time I'm like, I just need it. I need to have it. Let me just have it now. But once it's been a week after payday and I'm sitting there eating microwaved potatoes, I'm like, damn, maybe I didn't need that Thunderbird after all, you know? Is anyone going to say something in the chat? I can't insult you guys if you don't say anything. I am joking. I'm not here to insult anybody. Unless you guys piss me off. Probably take a shot. Don't ever do that, by the way. Don't ever eat food and then play harmonica. It's a very bad decision. I'm going to do a little bit of mouthwash here. Ah, humongous. Well, that's okay. We shall allow it. Humongous oneer. Well, it's not... Well, yes. I see what you mean, Smith. It's not to play the harp. It's just to clean my mouth out because I'm eating a hamburger. So you really don't want to be blowing... I mean, ideally, you would even brush your teeth before playing the harmonica. But, of course, we're not all going to go that far. Guys, how's everyone doing? Please, give me something, guys. I'm fucking dying over here. Human, how are you doing? He says, howdy. How's it going, buddy? Where are you from? How's your night going? We've been getting pelted with fucking rain. in California, if you can believe that. We got so much rain. We had to go out and get firewood. Like we've been doing I was about to eat this French fry. I gotta hold off on that for a little bit. Lunar Lady, what's up? Oh, I have you on Instagram, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I hope you have your harmonica with you. Aubrey Axam. See, I can't even fucking read that. Are you a femboy? No, but I hope your entire family gets cancer. Not that I have any superpowers, mind you, but how funny would it be if one of your family members got cancer? Just to think back at this moment, you know? Not saying that it was me. I'm just saying that would be very funny to think about. Oh, also cancer upon your firstborn child. Bam, fucking nailed him. All right, Human says, I'm from Poland and I play on harmonica for maybe 2 years now and I started to play guitar. Hell yeah, brother. Cheers to that. I haven't been playing that long either. I've been doing the back and forth, you know, between the slide and the guitar. I mean, between the slide and the harp. And of course, I'm a singer before anything else. But the thing is, I kind of went back and forth. Like, I could never quite make up my mind about what I wanted. I've more or less settled into it now where I see my guitar as kind of like my little side piece, you know, like I need the guitar musically because it does so many great things. The tones that you can get on a guitar are absolutely incredible. But at the same time, I can't ever let go of the harp, and I realize that the harp is truly that piece of my heart, you know? Like, it just really, I'm so much more attuned to it. It's something that not everyone can do. Anyone can pick up a guitar and play it. Not everyone can bend a note on the harp. So, yeah. Okay, just catching up on the chat there. But the slide lines, man. Yeah. But yeah, he probably left. Abdiraxman Shashishev. It's like not even a real name. Yeah, I've decided. This guy came in here. He thinks he's here to troll. He doesn't know that I literally insult my own audience. So it's really funny. Also, I hate to break it to you, guy. You're here trolling me. That makes you a more worthless piece of shit than me. Like, Obdi Raxman or whatever the hell your name is, you could die right now. Not a single person watching this would care. It would have no effect on us. I wouldn't care. I might even laugh. I might even laugh. My name is Human Name. All right, there's not a whole lot. Why'd you even comment that? I can see that your name is Human Name. There's really no reason to. I'm sorry. See, here I go. I'm just in a. Guys, I'm so sick of being in a bad mood. I'm always in a bad mood nowadays. I'm always angry about something. I'm always looking to fight somebody. And it's a terrible way to live. And if what I said to that viewer sounds harsh to you, I just want you guys to know that I deal with a lot of those guys who just come in here and say something, and it's always some anonymous account, too. I always tell people, if you actually have anything to say to me, add me on Instagram. I will literally video chat you, and nobody has taken me up on that yet. Not a single person. That guy didn't even try to defend himself. I told him him and his whole fucking family and his kids were gonna get cancer, and he was like, I'm out of here. Maybe it's not worth it. Now standing here alone there, with my head hanging low, looking for the woman I love, but she won't be back no more. Just as sure as the birds fly in the sky above, life ain't worth living if you ain't with the one you love. Beer, also not great for playing. Really, you'd recommend whiskey and water before beer. because it makes you burp too much. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. I've also been working on a couple of Christmas songs. I got White Christmas coming up here. This is in the original key of A, I believe, and this was I'll be damned. Who sings it? Is it Bing Crosby? I think it's Bing Crosby. Anyway, and the cup really helps to open up that sound. And folks dressed up like Eskimos. I gotta let the cat in. Monkey. Oops. Reminds me of that Sonny Boy Williamson live video where he walks up to the stage very confidently, very coolly, takes off his hat, puts his umbrella down. But then when he starts the song, he accidentally goes and just like immediately turns it around. There should be a much better way. For me, I use this screw. See how it's missing that screw? That's how I know what side I'm looking at. Like if I'm at the brewery and it's those like fancy lights where you can't see anything, it's just all these colors, I just look and I say, oh, look. Of course, that only works for this one. I can't do that for the rest of them. All right, take another crack here at White Christmas. A harmonica, follow along if you got it. This cup helps, I'm telling you guys. So that's the part I keep getting fucked up on. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow. There we go. Human asks, guys, do you have Christmas ads in your country? I mean, I've seen some in October and I'm getting kind of sick of it for some reason. Yeah, I mean, no, absolutely. I think that's just a worldwide phenomenon. As a matter of fact, the only place in the world where you won't find Christmas advertisements is maybe like North Korea or something like that. But yeah, it's like that here too. I don't mind it too much. I don't like it when it's early, you know. Let Halloween have its own space, but I've always said I love the spirit of Christmas. I'm just not a huge fan of my family or people in general, so... but yeah, absolutely. No, man, when it comes to Christmas, you gotta just drop all that commercial bullshit. I don't even buy present. In my life, I don't think I've ever bought anyone. I've bought like a handful of presents in my whole life. It's crazy to me, like, because some people really do buy presents for everyone in their life. I think I'd use up my budget for the next year. I wouldn't be able to live. Like, I just wouldn't. That's insane to me. That's absolutely insane. 1 or 2 years ago, I was at the Aztec, and one of my buddies, this was around Christmas time, one of my buddies goes, so, Frank, what's your family getting you for Christmas? And I'm like, I laughed on the outside, and I was crying on the inside. And I'm thinking in my fucking head, like, dude, I must have been 26 or 27, and I'm like, dude, I'm 27 years old. I don't get Christmas presents from my fucking family anymore. Are you out of your fucking mind? And then it made me realize some people don't have it as bad as others. It's a terrible way to put it, but it's true. No, I'm 28. I think once I turn 19, every time my birthday or Christmas comes up, I'm just like, hey, can you guys like subtract some of the money that I owe from you? That's my Christmas present. Merry Christmas. Okay, and then the other one was Silent Night. Now this one I'm not going to be able to do, but we'll give it a crack. In fact, I don't even know what it starts on, but I do know it's on an A harp. Okay, so it's a 2. Ah, I got what they call wet mouth. The salivation. It's that damn hamburger. Again, I'm telling you, you're not supposed to eat when you play. Wait, what the fuck am I playing? Oh yeah, Silent Night. Silent Night, okay. Okay, that was not too bad. Tell you what, if I practice that until December, what the fuck am I running up against? Fucking bastard. Fuck you. You see that? I even take the time to get mad at my inanimate objects in my life. This is the type of anger I harbor within my soul. Dude, my dream is just to have a road rage where some guy just pulls out a gun and pops me right between the eyes. That would be the most epic death to Unlucky Frank. That would be legendary. I would love that. Cheers. Cheers. There's nothing in here. Anyway, cheers to that. Do you like that? Come on now. Come on now. Wow. I will never be surprised at how shitty this Marine Band Deluxe is. Fuck that piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my face. You know, I can't believe they let them leave the factory that bad. Like, that's just embarrassing. I have my regular Marine Band, which, as we all know, is really superior to the Marine Band Deluxe in most ways. It's really quality of life improvements. That's how they get you to buy the Deluxe. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, just got into town about an hour ago. Took a look around, see which way the wind blow. Wet a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. I still can't play the D harp for shit. If LA Woman was in the key of, let's say, E, I could probably hit every single one of those notes. But unfortunately, it's not. So this is where we stand, you know? Oh boy. This is going on the deleted streams, isn't it? Really? It's that Audrey Max... whatever the fuck. See, you need to at least have a name that I can call out. Fucking guy threw me off base. This is a lounge. You guys are allowed to talk. You're allowed to talk as long as you're not that guy who... Basically, don't be a dumbass, I guess is what I'm saying. And again, on my old channel, I would have been like, thank you for watching, brother. But the Frank of nowadays, he'll get your IP address and he'll show up at your front door. I'm joking, of course. I would never do that, nor have I ever done that before. Monkey, come say hi, baby. Come say hi, my son. A beautiful boy. You can't have that. That's for me. Say hi to the camera, buddy. Look. Like, Dad, let me go. Get your damn human hands off me. Oh, monkey. You want to come up? Human says, damn, I never played LA Woman harmonica. Yeah, he says, when I started, I loved playing Roadhouse Blues. You know what? Roadhouse Blues is a crazy one. I never could wrap my mind around that. Can you imagine? I just sang it the other night. I had a fantastic set down at the Aztec. Ran into a buddy, Juan Lopez, who I hadn't played with in a while, but he's a very big Doors fan. So anytime me and him are at a venue together, sometimes we kind of link up and try to work out a quick Doors set. We did, let's see, I think we started on Backdoor Man. Then we did, I don't remember the order, but it was Backdoor Man, Roadhouse Blues, and LA Woman. So all I needed was my A and my D harps. Very fun time. I was, yeah, at any time that I try to play Roadhouse, for some reason I just can't get into the groove. I know the lick, obviously. Never get that to fit when I'm up on stage, like playing it live. Yeah. But thank you for bringing that up, Human, because, you know, I think something too many harp players overlook is that, guys, sometimes we look at this and we have assumptions in our head, but at the end of the day, it's a musical instrument. You can use this for any genre of music. You know, LA Woman might not be the song that you think of when you think harmonica. I got that heartburn and indigestion, son. Oh. Yeah, that's been happening lately. You know, the other day, guys, the most fucked up thing happened. I can never sleep, you know? I really can't. I have a lot of trouble sleeping every day. Not just sometimes, like literally every day. The other day, I managed to fall asleep. I woke up 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know how this happened. I woke up, I like jumped out of bed. I was dizzy, my chest was hurting, and I couldn't fucking breathe. I turned on the light, and I didn't even know what to do. I didn't want to wake anyone up, you know? I didn't want to scare anyone, but I was just like fucking, like Freddy Krueger just tried to slice me into pieces, you know? All right, Joshy says, hey, brother, greetings from India. I watched a couple of your videos some days ago. Reviews of Crossover, Bluesmaster, Marine Band Deluxe. They were good, straight and to the point. Thank you. Who was this? Thank you, H. Joshy. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for watching. But anyway, yeah. Sorry. Bringing it back to LA Woman. It's not something you would think about, but the notes are all there, guys. You can absolutely do it. In fact, you know what? You can put a little attitude on it. Look at this. Want to see something cool? I don't know what I was trying to prove there. Maybe just the guitar tone, but, you know, it fits great. Maybe I could just do that in a lower key. But it feels good to sing it in the original. Just got into town about an hour ago. Took a look around, see which way the wind blow. With a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. Randall, I was hoping you would be here. I messaged you on Instagram earlier, but I don't have my notifications on at the moment, so... Learned Lady says, it's raining where I live right now, and I'm... Where do you live again? Virginia. Is it Virginia? Nice vibe for the chilly, wet weather. Yeah, you know, when the weather gets like this, I really don't mind too much. It's California, so I got nothing to complain about. I just turn on the heated blanket, put a couple logs in the fireplace, and it's not too bad. If you got liquor, it's fine. If I had to be sober throughout these winter months, good God help me. I mean, really, if I just have to be sober in general. I can do it. I just go limp for a few weeks. Don't do anything. Just come home, lay in bed. Nothing is fun. All right. Now, where's that special little harmonica? I want to show you guys. Well, I'm sure I've already shown this before, but this is a nice little emotional instrumental theme. I'll tell you what this is. This is a mix of two very interesting songs. This is half George Shearing and the quintet playing Summertime. That's one half of it. The other half is from the instrumental soundtrack to the 2005 Peter Jackson King Kong. So it's literally a fucked up, weird mixture of both of those, and I'm actually very proud of this, I'm not gonna lie. I especially love those little, what is that, an arpeggio? What is this? It's gotta be like an arpeggio. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? That's my burger. Come on, get out of here. Go. Come on. Monkey, you are so rude, my boy. This guy just walked up and tried to take a bite of my fucking hamburger. He's like, if you're not gonna eat that, I am. I absolutely will. I'll give it a shot for you right now, and it's not going to go well. Now, this is interesting. RB King says, Monkey, get down, buddy. He says, just listen to Alan Wilson's Childhood's End. His heart playing on that song is unreal. Yeah, absolutely. That one, Going Down Slow, from the 1967, I think, yeah, it was the 1967 debut album. Also very good. Oh, harp playing, he meant to say. Well, he says, give this another shot. You were a little disappointed. I wasn't just a little disappointed with it. This is a piece of shit. I just need you to know that. If you... How do I put this delicately? If you can play what I'm playing on this, then I will shut my mouth. Then obviously that's a skill issue. I have never seen a good harmonica player ever play a Bluesmaster. And when I try, I mean, I'm telling you. This is barely above a Chinese harmonica. I mean, I'm sorry, this is a piece of shit. It really is. The reeds don't even have the full range of motion. It's leaky. What a piece of dog shit. Fuck you, Suzuki, for making this. Seriously. What a piece of ass. And not a good piece of ass. It's like so... It's so... There's no life in these reeds, man. Fuck this piece. You want this? I'll send it to you. Seriously. Fucking... And that's not to say Suzukis are bad harps. At all. Look, I got a Suzuki. Anyway, I just did a video on them. It's not to say that they're bad harps. This right here is a piece of shit, I promise you. Damn. Well, I'll tell you what. You're way better off... Monkey. Monkey, go. Get down. Go, monkey. This guy's trying to eat French fries. Go, come on, buddy. What are you doing? East Top T008K is gonna be probably 2 times better than this. I'm not even exaggerating. I own a T008K, and in fact, I own it in the same key as this. I don't know if it's actually in here. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, look, I got it right here. You want a live comparison? I got it for you right now. So this viewer wants to know between these two. These are his only choices where he lives. I'm telling you, don't get this. Yeah, there's just no... You can't get a satisfying proper bend on that. Now, this is the East Top, which, by the way, feels a lot heavier and nicer. And I know what you're thinking, you know, you might not know a lot about harmonicas and you think, well, I don't want a Chinese harmonica. Let me get the Suzuki because that's a well-known brand. No, I'm telling you, this thing fucking sucks, dude. Please, get yourself the T... This is such a good harp for the money. This is like 25 bucks. Look at that color. I love the color of the comb. I'm not crazy about the blue cover plates, but we'll deal with them. I'll tell you what, though, some of that stuff definitely rubs off on your lips and then you ingest it. That much is for sure. So, if anything, get it with the silver cover plates. But this is a lovely harp, man, for the money. And, dude, this is me. I'm like the angry video game nerd of harmonicas. If there was anything wrong with this, I would shout it at the rooftops. This, for what it is such a great beginner harmonica. See, because when I hit those bends, and by the way, this is cheaper than the Bluesmaster, just to be very clear, this is even cheaper. When I hit those bends, it's the full power. Do you know what I'm saying? When you hit a bend on this, there's no power behind it. The vibration is super low. You hit the bend on this, and it's not necessarily something that you can hear, but I'm telling you as the player, it's something I can feel when I'm playing the instrument. So, guys, I'm drunk. I do apologize. But to answer your question, Joshy, please do just get the East Tops. I promise you that they will be better. There is a young player named Fane that I see sometimes at the blues jams, and he has some of these, and he's a great player, man. He's absolutely fantastic. In fact, he does stuff I can't even do. You guys wait 5 years, you're going to see Fane up on the headlights. Yeah. So yeah, just once and for all, I promise you, get the East Top, forget the Suzuki. The only Suzuki you should ever want... I'm trying to find it. This is really the only worthwhile Suzuki that I have ever found, is the Suzuki Manji. And I really want to try the Suzuki Manji Sky. And this, to me, is one step above the T008K. It's definitely, you definitely notice the responsiveness is a little bit better. It's just lovely. Now, again, I wouldn't personally buy this. I'd still always pick the Marine Band, right? Because that's what I like. That's just what I like. That's what plays good for me. But if you find a harmonica that plays better than the Marine Band, you should absolutely go for it. Everyone has their own different tastes. Some people like the reed plates to be recessed. Some like them right on top like I do. And these are a matter of, these are preferences. Wood, plastic comb, stainless steel, phosphor, bronze, brass. These are all just options, my dear viewers. Damn, now I just want to play Summertime. But until that morning, there's nothing can harm you. Oh, I never get over those jazz standards. They are all so beautiful. I love all the jazz standards. I really do. Most of them, anyway. I wish I could just sing jazz standards the rest of them. I wish the same way that there's blues jams, there's jazz standard jams. You know, something that you don't have to be an expert. Because they do have a jazz jam where I am, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a little bit intimidating. Those guys really know their stuff. It seems very cliquish. Oh, Joshy, he retracted a message. Did anyone see what that message was? Joshy, why are you retracting messages, my boy? Human says, I demolished my first Marine band so bad. Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. I still have the cover plates of my first Marine band in C, and I beat the shit out of that thing, man. I used to get drunk. Like Adam Gusso says, I was getting drunk, falling on it, stepping on it, you know. Nowadays, I'm a lot more careful with my harmonicas. I used to carry them around in a big Ziploc bag, and the other harmonica players would be like, geez, buddy, you got to get yourself a case. This is when I was first starting, like 2020. I just had a giant Ziploc bag full of harmonicas. And as you can imagine, all the cover plates would rub against each other and they'd get scratched. And it does seem, I mean, look, I'm going to be real with you. The Suzuki Bluesmaster is not the worst thing in the world. Certainly, this is better than a toy harmonica, but it's just what you get for the price is so discouraging. I don't know. Like, look, don't get me wrong, man. I'm sure if you want to, you can learn on this. I'm trying to think what I started learning on. I'm pretty sure I just got a Marine band right off the bat. I did try a couple of Suzuki. I tried the Suzuki Folkmaster, which is an even cheaper version of this, and even in my memory, even that plays better than the Bluesmaster does. You know, if I had to say one nice thing about it, it's a lovely design. Look at it. The cover plates are nice, not vented, just completely square all the way around. Very nice. Very nice, I like. Oh, how much for this one? Nah, can I sing in the key of C? Is that allowed? I'm asking. 9 below 0, and the girl done put me down. 9 below 0, and this girl has put me down. She knows I have nowhere to stay, 'cause she has messed up even my last dime. That's a good one. Sonny Boy Williamson, 9 below 0. This bitch waited until it got 9 below 0 to put me out. What do we got? What's going on here? Yeah, see, Randall says nothing has that bluesy rasp like the Hohner, and it's true. And don't get me wrong, these other harmonicas are fine instruments, but you can't really beat the original. I just love Hohner so much. Why would you even play anything? Why would you? I feel like players should at least start. Wow, look at this. The sun is coming out. This is crazy. It's been raining all day. I see the blue sky. Unbelievable. Yeah, those Hohners are just a real piece of history, you know? That fucking Hohner factory's been there, what, 100-something years? Probably over 100, probably 125 years at this point. Long live the Marine Band and all of Honer's products. I like all of them. Oh, this is a funny story. I lost this guy. My favorite, the Marine Band Deluxe that I talked so much shit on, that I told everyone was a piece of shit, that I sort of fell in love with because I carry it in my pocket every day and I play it often. You know? So I lost it. And you know where I found it the other day? It had fallen to the side of my bed inside of like a container space under my bed. I was looking for another harmonica, which is this one, this new one that I just got, the Thunderbird. I was like, no, I just lost my brand new Thunderbird. This is impossible. So I'm like tearing the room apart, and finally I look under my bed and I see this guy. I said, hey, buddy, I thought I lost you forever. But you know what? I have him back now. But when I didn't, I took a bunch of spare parts out of my little drawer here. I got a bunch of screws and reed plates and combs and stuff in there. And I put together a Frankenstein A, because I thought it was gone forever. So I was like, all right, I guess I need a new A. I'm not going to lie, this one plays fantastic. The cover plates are from a Special 20. The comb is from a Rocket, and so are the cover plates. And a couple of random screws there. Plays quite nice, I will say so. If I do say so myself, and I do. Flo, what's up, bro? He says, what up, Frank? How you been, man? Dude, not good. I'm dying. Each day that passes. There's no escape in this world. Well, there is temporary escapes like drugs and alcohol, but at the end of the day, you have to face the brutality that is this life. And there's no running away from that. And you can't even hide from yourself. You know, and it never ends. Because nothing is going to magically make this world a livable place. I'm not going to wake up one day and they're going to pay me a livable wage. That's just not how it works. And the worst part is just having to do it every single day. Like, I hate existing. When I get up and it's Monday morning, I wish somebody would fucking shoot me right here. Because I just don't want to do it. This life is meaningless to me. I hate everybody around me. I hate people, you know, I really do. Some of them are tolerable. I have a very hard time developing any long-lasting relationships. Girls won't even fucking look at me. So, you know, and also, like, I'm 28. I just let my whole life get away from me, and never did anything of significance. Never set up a life for myself. Hey, come on, monkey. Monkey, you know better than this. Why do you do this to me, boy? And it's just a disgusting life, you know? And now that I'm older, I see who my family are as human beings, and it's just so disheartening, you know? I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I just think every human should have a beautiful, meaningful life packed with amazing, great things, and not so great things too, but only enough to make the great things even greater, you know? Because in my experience, there's just too much unfairness, too much pain and suffering. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, there's no escape. There's no way out of this world. It is what it is, and you just got to live with it, and you just have to realize that, you know, probably a lot of these people are suffering from the same thing, and it never gets any easier. In fact, it only gets harder. You know, the older you get, you start dealing with things like inflammation and sciatica and, you know, stomach problems, indigestion, heartburn. It's really brutal stuff. I think the percentage of human beings that actually live what I would consider a worthwhile life, I don't know. I can't actually put a number on it, but I'd say maybe 2 to 3%. And it has money is a factor, but that has nothing to do with it, right? Like, you could give me $20 million, I'd be dead in a week. Like, it wouldn't, like, it's not that money, money is a factor, but it's not what makes you, it's not the deciding. Oh shit, I gotta catch up on the okay, Flo. Oh yeah, so sorry for going off on a rant there, brother. I completely got lost in the sauce there. So yes, to answer your question, things are things could be better. I just hope I die soon, that's all. And then he says, "What you think of the Fender Blues Deluxe?" Well, there's two Fender Blues Deluxes. There's the original Fender Blues Deluxe, which was a relatively inexpensive harmonica. It made in China, and it had the black. It sort of looked like a Special 20. I've never owned one, but as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of a piece of shit. And then there's the upgraded Fender Blues Deluxe, which I think, correct me if I'm mistaken, I think it's just an East Top T008K, and then they brandish the Fender name onto it. So if we're talking about the first one, I would say that one's probably pretty worthless. The second version, the East Top version, so to speak, should be as good as just any other East Top. It's basically this, but it has a Fender logo on it. And as a matter of fact, I'd prefer to have a Fender logo than an East Top one, but I mean, that's really besides the point. I don't think the Fender Blues Deluxe is going to be great, though. The original. Joshy says it's 3 a.m. here in New Delhi. New Delhi. Wow, I can't even imagine. Glad I found you live streaming, Frank, and can interact with you in real time. Pete Dutoit, learn how to write a fucking sentence, bro, because I almost just had a stroke trying to read that. RB King says, short of breath. Yes, exactly. Yes. RB King says, shorter of breath, one day closer to death. That's right. Well, I try not to think about these things. They just force their way into my head. You know how it is. Listen, fellas, I'm going to use the restroom, okay? Oh, fucking kitty. You little bastard. You know, you walk away for 2 seconds. Well, at least I got most of it. Monkey, you're out of here. You're banned. You're banned. Get out. Come on. Oh, why didn't any of you guys stop him? Ah, god damn it, my floor. Ah, fucking god damn it. Yeah, that's the thing about cats, man. They got no respect. Some dogs wouldn't have done that because they know they're not supposed to, but a cat doesn't give a fuck. You leave that fucking food out, he's getting to it. Fucking burger is just covered in hairs. God damn it, man. Fuck. Fucking bullshit. Alright, I'm out of here.